Hello, my old school soul food family. Chef Jeffrey back with another video. All right, y'all. Nothing screams Sunday dinner, weekend dinner, then pot roast. You can hear it screaming. Be quiet for a second. Pot roast, pot roast, pot roast. Y'all hear that? Pot roast, yes, sir. On a Sunday, Saturday, even a Friday night. You can even have it in the midweek if you're celebrating something victorious. Yes, I'm gonna do it the old school way, y'all. I'm gonna have some things y'all probably don't use and take off some stuff that you probably don't use. What'd I say? I'm gonna add some things you probably don't use, and I'm gonna probably not have some things that y'all probably use. Okay, I'll put it like that. Anyway, only thing you can put celery in this, y'all. Pearl onions. I don't have pearl onion. I got some regular onions. I'm gonna put some Yukon Gold potatoes, mini potatoes in there, some carrots. I do the lazy way, y'all. I buy them carrots now. Little carrots like that already peeled. But these last two, you'll see, I'm gonna put it in the cooking process. 1 hour into the cooking process, I'm gonna come back and add my potatoes and carrots so they don't overcook too much. But with that being said, I got a nice pot roast here. See, this is about a 5-pound pot roast. Look how beautiful that is. I got it, and I cut it in half, y'all, so it can fit in my Dutch oven. Cause like I said, we doing old school style today, big time old school style. I ain't gonna use my Instant Pot, which I could. We're gonna put this bad boy in the oven. We're gonna season with a little salt and pepper here, a little cavernous Greek seasoning. We're gonna dust a little flour on it, and sear it off in my Dutch oven over here to my left and to your right, or maybe to my right and to your left, I don't know. Salt and pepper there. Little Greek seasonings. Alrighty. Okay. Got that done. Okay. Move this out of the way. Get this bad boy out of the way here. Okay, hold on, y'all. Y'all know me, I like to be clean up as I go here. I like to clean up as I go. Okay, now, all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sear this off, get a nice good sear on it. Move y'all over here to my Dutch oven pot here. This is where we're gonna cook it in. We're gonna cook it in the oven for about 3 hours, y'all. Yes, sir. Okay. All right, got my Dutch oven hot. A nice sizzle there. Okay. We're gonna get this and sear it nice golden brown sear on there. Matter of fact, you know what, y'all? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Come on, Chef Jeffrey. Come on, Chef Jeffrey. Wake up. Wake up, Chef Jeffrey. Yeah, I want to put a little flour on it, y'all. I'm sorry. You don't have to put flour, but I'm going to put a little flour to kind of... All right, let's do this again. There we go. Kind of help the thickeness. I'm going to make a little gravy with it. This is going to help with the natural gravy as it's cooking. It's going to help it thicken up a little. Alrighty. There we go. Now we cooking with gas, y'all. Now we cooking with gas. Okay, we're going to let that sear on both sides, and I'll be back when I add the other one. We'll be right back. Alright, y'all, we are back here. Alright, I got the last one I'm going to take off here. See that nice golden brown sear on it? See that? That's what you want. See that nice sear? Now, all I'm going to do now, we're going to put our onions in here. I'm going to saute them off a little. In the meantime, I'm going to get my beef stock made up here. Hold on, y'all. Let me get I use a better than beef bouillon powder, or not powder, it's paste. It's definitely not a powder. Definitely not a powder, y'all. I'm gonna put some of this in there. Okay, we're gonna move these around in here, y'all. It's all flavor right there. Now I'm gonna put some tomato paste in here. That's gonna give it a little body and color as well. And some people deglaze this with red wine, which you can. If you got red wine around, I don't drink wine, so I don't keep red wine around. You definitely can put that in there to deglaze this nice pan here. So we adding flavors, y'all. That's all we doing, adding some flavors. Now we're gonna add some garlic to this. A little garlic in there, y'all. Move that around in there. Oh yeah. I'm gonna cook that tomato paste just a little, like 2 or 3 minutes. Okay. Now I got my, like I said, I got my beef stock here, beef base. Let me get it all mixed up here while that's doing that. Mix this up in my pan here. Okay, I'm gonna put my beef base in there with this. Put a bit more in there. And that's all the resident of the beef, it's better than beef base. I just added water to it, made a beef stock. And I'm gonna add a little bit more. I'm gonna get all of it out of here. It's all out of here, y'all. There we go. Mix that up in there. I'm gonna add me a little Worcestershire sauce. You know I love my Worcestershire sauce, y'all. Add that in there. I'm gonna add me a little bit more salt and pepper. Make sure it's really seasoned good. I know it needs more salt and pepper. I don't even have to taste it. I just know by experience it needs more seasoning. Okay, dissolve that in there. And that's gonna be our base for our pot roast. Now you need a lot of liquid in there because you know this is gonna cook for about 2.5, 3 hours, y'all. 2.5, 3 hours. It's a tough piece of meat. We gotta break it down in the oven. Okay. Got that done. Now we're gonna put our meat back in here and we sear it off. Submerge it right down in there. Just like that, y'all. There we go. Now, as that cooks 1 hour into the process, I'm gonna come back, y'all, and we're gonna add our potatoes to that and our carrots to that. I'm not gonna add it right now because I don't want them to cook too much. So we're gonna put this in the oven. If I can find my lid. Oh, here it is. Got my lid right here. I'm gonna set this whole thing in the oven, 350 degrees. But for 1 hour, after 1 hour, I'm gonna take it out. We're gonna put our onions and potatoes in there and cook it another 1.5 hours, 2 hours or whatever. So we'll be right back when I add the carrots and potatoes. Be right back. All right, y'all, we are back. Okay, like I told y'all, it's been 1 hour in the cooking process. You can see, of course, this thing is still tough, y'all. See, that's still tough. See that nice sauce there? Now, what I'm gonna do, y'all, we're gonna add our carrots to this now. And potatoes. Oh, yeah, look at that nice, good, what they call gravy. Some of them might call it gravy. But I'm gonna call it sauce. I'm gonna pour all that in there. Push that around in there. That way it doesn't overcook my vegetables. Now this gonna cook all the way down. This meat here got about another 1.5 hours to go here. So we're gonna let it cook down here. Another 1.5 hours, maybe 2 hours. And let me cover it back up here. back in the oven. And I'll be back in an hour and a half or so. And we're gonna see the finished product, y'all. Old school pot roast, y'all. Old school pot roast. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back here. All right, let's see what we got here, y'all. Let's see what we have here. Oh yeah, you see that look at that. That's so tender, y'all. It's falling apart. Look at that. Oh my God. So what I'm gonna do, get a plate here. I'm gonna take this pot roast out of here. And I'm gonna turn this fire on. And we're gonna tighten this up with a little, oh yeah. We're gonna tighten this here up with a little cornstarch. This awesome pot roast, y'all. Look at that. That good looking pot roast there. See that nice? We're gonna make a sauce out of here. Potatoes are perfectly cooked. Okay, we're gonna put this here on the side. I got some cornstarch here. I'm gonna make a slurry. And we're gonna tighten this up. Put a little water in here. Going here on the side, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on here. Let me put some water in this cornstarch here. All right. Now all I'm gonna do, pour a little water, cornstarch in here. We're gonna tighten this up, y'all. Look at that. Make us a nice little gravy there. I don't want it too thick. A little bit more. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Look at that there. That's what I'm talking about. A good eating there, ain't it? Okay, let's taste this right quick. Let's see what we got here. Oh, wow, y'all. That tastes so good. I might put the rest of this in here. Tighten it up a little bit more. Oh, yeah. There we go. I'm gonna cook that for a few minutes there. Let that cornstarch taste. I'm gonna turn this down here. Oh yeah, that's good to go there. That's good to go there. Now, all we're gonna do now, I'm gonna lay this meat right back in there. Look at that. Lay that pot roast way back in there. Lay that back in there, y'all, like that. Look at that goodness, y'all. See how there ain't a big pot of goodness. Put that flavor back in there. Y'all, look at that. That big old pot roast there. That's how you do it. Ain't tell that ain't good for Sunday dinner. Look at that. Saturday night. Look at that beautiful pot roast. So anyway, the carrots are perfectly cooked. Potatoes are perfectly cooked. They're not overcooked. They're not mushy. So we're going to come back here. I'm going to make me a plate. I got me some mashed potato. I got me some corn sitting there inside. We're going to come back and make us a big old plate of this, and we're going to try it out. Old school pot roast. We'll be right back. All right, y'all. We are back here. Let me get my weapons of choice here. Give me a little hot sauce. A little crystals. Look at this here, y'all. Look at that. Nice plate there. Ain't that good for a Sunday dinner, Saturday night dinner, Friday night dinner. Here, middle of the week dinner. I mean, that's some good eating right there for you. Look at that. Got the mashed potato. See how the gravy is not too thick, not too thin. That's what happens. You let it cook in there, and then you add your little cornstarch to the liquid. That's all she wrote. So let's go in here. Y'all know it's tender. See how fork tender this is. And you just see how tender that. Look at that. Look at the falling apart tender. The mashed potato on there. And y'all have the first bite of that good old tender pork. Good old beef pot roll. Man. Melt in your mouth, tender pot roll. Look at that. See how tender it is. See that? There's tender pot roll. That's good eating that, y'all. I ain't even put my hot sauce on it. So flavorful. You see how I season the meat? And I season my sauce too. When I put it in the oven. And it works so well together. Let's try these carrots. Carrots are perfectly cooked. Look at that. Not mushy, not overcooked. Well, I did it an hour and I let my meat cook about an hour before I added my carrots. Perfectly cooked, nice and sweet. Got the flavor of the juice in there. Potatoes, no, they tender. Look at that. Look at the potatoes. And they got that good juice in there, that gravy. Oh, wow. Okay. Good eating. And not even expensive, y'all. Pot rolls, sometimes you get them on sale. Like I got this on sale. It was what, almost $7. HEB had them on sale. It's a 5-pound pot roll. So can't go wrong with that. Look at that, how I just falling apart tender pot roast. Look at that. I'm telling you, y'all, that's what she's all about. But anyway, y'all, let me close the video out. If you like this video, please share, please comment, please subscribe to the channel. Please share. Did I say share already? Please follow all my other social media. We're a big social media family here. We've got a big old school soul food family here. YouTube, I'm on course, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Pinterest, oldschoolsoulfood.com. Remember the hashtag 2023 this year. I mean it, just show some kindness, y'all. Let's all show some kindness. Old School Soul Food. Until next time, have a blessed Old School Soul Food day, and I will definitely see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.